Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Angelic View. We're back. It's great to be back. This is the show where we help you connect with angels so that you can live your best life. I'm your host, Maria Maas, and I'm coming to you today live from my winter home in beautiful Bonita Springs, Florida. And today is an extra special show because not only is it the first show of the new season, I've been gone for probably about 6 months now. So I haven't done a show in like 6 months. So we have to get into the routine again. And we have some new things that are going on. We're not using Blog Talk anymore, and we're strictly using YouTube. So things are a little bit different. And it's going to take a little getting used to. But one of the things that I'm really excited about is that with all these new things going on, new energy is in the air. I have a brand new co-host. Some of you have met her before because she has been a guest on my show a number of times. And she is a long-standing member of the International Association of Angel Practitioners, which we also know as the IAAP. She has been with the organization since it was founded in February of 2015. So this goes back a long time. We have a 10-year anniversary coming up for the IAAP this coming February 2025. And I feel the stars have aligned. And I'm very pleased to introduce to you my wonderful new co-host, Ginger.
I thank you so much, Maria. I'm super excited about being part of the show, and I'm looking forward to all that we've got coming up and planned for the next few months.
And we have a lot planned. But before we get into that, I want folks to get to hear a little bit more about you. I know that some of our viewers and listeners from back from Blog Talk Radio that have met you before might know a bit about you, but maybe they've forgotten. Time goes by, and some keep in touch, some don't. Why don't you share with everyone a little bit about yourself, what you want everyone to know?
Sure. So, my name's Ginger, and my business name is Free to Be Free. And I really have a passion for freedom-based living. And as a matter of fact, I am currently traveling and I do a lot of traveling. So you never know where I am at any given moment. At this exact moment, I'm in North Carolina and I have a brick and mortar crystal store in Emporia, Virginia. And I do readings in addition to selling things that would help with metaphysical, have tons.
Oh, Ginger froze.
So the website is, am I moving now?
No, you're back now. You're back now.
Okay. So the website is shopfaithcrystals.com. And we're also on Facebook as Faith Crystals. And so you're welcome to call the store, and we love to do custom shopping experiences for people where we'll basically FaceTime you or get on a Zoom, show you what we have. It's a very consultative type of shop and experience. And I love having the opportunity to help people grow in their own spiritual journey. And that actually helps me in mine. So just very passionate about being able to share.
And I have to say, Ginger, I really have to give you a lot of credit. You are a very dynamic woman. I just don't know how you do everything that you do, but and the store, that's just one of the many things that you do. And with all your traveling, I mean, traveling is exhausting. So you're getting your inspiration from somewhere. And when I invited you to be my co-host, I was thinking, is there any way she really has the time for this? Because I feel like everything that I do, I follow the inspiration that comes to me from the angels. And they've been, hinting at me, invite Ginger to be your co-host, invite Ginger to be your co-host. And I know you've been my guest before on the show, but I'm thinking, I know how busy you are. I'm thinking, is it possible? And when you said yes, I couldn't believe it. I'm like, wow, this woman really knows how to get it done. And
Well, I
that's,
always
go
I
ahead.
always do I always do check with my angels about whether something is in alignment with my life's purpose and if it is a growth opportunity for me. And when I asked, they said absolutely. So here I am.
Awesome. And I couldn't be more excited and more honored to have you with me because you have so much to share. Both of us have business experience, real world business experience. I'm a professional educator. I taught in public schools for over 27 years. I taught business education. I taught computer skills and all those kind of things. And it's amazing how along your life path, the things that the angels will inspire you to do, and how one thing leads to another, and one thing supports another as things go on. All these skills come together. And then becoming a professional tarot reader and doing psychic readings and doing angel intuitive readings and providing angel messages. All of this has come full circle with the International Association of Angel Practitioners, which we founded back in 2015. I mentioned that before, along with Dax Carlisle, who is he's the founder of the Psychic Cafe. He's the producer of the Psychic Cafe, and he is our moderator. So those of you that are tuning in regularly to Psychic Cafe Network and all the wonderful shows that are on here are very familiar with Jax already. And if you're familiar with my show, The Angelic View, last year, Dax was my co-host. So this is all now come into place. And now Dax is going to be acting as our moderator. He's going to be checking in with folks in the chat room. And that's what I want to bring up now. We will be taking questions from the chat room today. Questions that you might have about angels, connecting with them in your everyday life, bringing them into your life and work, energy healing, spiritual entrepreneurship, but also we will be taking questions for free mini psychic tarot angel readings, angel messages. So if you have those questions, feel free to put them in the chat room, and Dax is going to be in and out of there sharing the questions with us because Ginger and I are not in the chat room. So we're not seeing that, but Dax is taking care of that. And any important links that we give out during the show today, you can also get in the chat room. So if you're not in there, you can get in there. You have to be logged in. And once you start communicating in chat and you're logged in, you'll have a username in there that you can use, and you can control what you want to share with that. So that's all out there. And those of you that are familiar with YouTube and these type of shows and the YouTube chats, I'm sure you know exactly what to do, probably better than I do at this point. And what else did I want to say? I want to let you all know that I have some special offers today for different things that we have going on because we have Thanksgiving coming up, and that's a time of gratitude. So any of my followers who have been following me on Blog Talk Radio or following me on Facebook, or who have taken my courses, maybe are members of the IAAP, all these different things. I have a special coupon codes. So if you know someone else that wants to take the course, the Certified Angel Practitioner course is what I'm talking about. We also call it the CAP course for short. That's being offered through the Angel Practitioner Academy. The Angel Practitioner Academy is going to be the portal now. It's an online school, and it's not going to just house the Certified Angel Practitioner course like in the past. Those of you who have been following me have heard about that. It's going to have other courses available. So I'm going to share my screen for a minute and show you some of that. So let's see if this works. Now, bear with me because I'm new to using Zoom and using YouTube and all of this stuff together. So just bear with me, but I will get it at some point. I want to share my screen, so I know I have to do that. Let's see, where is that button at? I think my screen moved down. There it is. I have to move it up to see that. Let's click share. Let's click this. There we go. And this is the website I want to share with you today. It's from the Angel Practitioner Academy. Now, the easiest way to get to this is to go to mariagmaas.com. Maas.com. That's my name, Maria, middle name G, Maas is spelled M-A-A. So that's two A's, one S, mariagmaas.com. If you go to my website, I have a gift for anyone that signs up for my newsletter. So if you're not already on my newsletter list, you can get on it by clicking the newsletter button and filling the information, and you will receive a complimentary journal, which is prompts for angelic communication. Okay. I want to talk about the Angel Practitioner Academy, which is right here. To get to the Angel Practitioner Academy, you just click this button, Angel Practitioner Academy, and it will take you to this. Now, there's plans, like I said, for there to be more courses here eventually. But the first thing that comes up is the Certified Angel Practitioner course, which isn't just for anyone who wants to be an angel practitioner. It's for anyone that wants to connect with angels and bring them into their life and work and would like a formal course that is self-paced. And so I'm offering that at 25% off. It's normally $22. If you go this page, if you scroll down, you'll get lots more information and how you can even buy now and pay later, different payment plans and so forth. But if you go to the buy button, you'll see that it says have a coupon. And the coupon is, here's the code, everyone. It's thanks 25. So for Thanksgiving, this is going to be available all the way through Thanksgiving. So you can call it your Black Friday sale or whatever too. I like the word Thanksgiving better than Black Friday coming up. So I'm going to go with that. I like that energy. Thanks 25. You click apply and you're going to see now that it takes $55.50 off of the course. And then you can just put in your email and your billing info and you can complete the purchase. You can also see reviews, what other students are saying about the course right here too, if you kind of scroll through these. And that's how that works. So let me just go back to the previous page. If you don't want to do that and take that leap, you can get a free preview just by going here and clicking this button. So you can get a free preview and that'll take you through everything, little sample lessons. And if you scroll down the page, there's more information and there's also all the course curriculum. You can expand it and see everything that is offered through the course. Some of these things will be part of the free preview, others will not. And when you sign up for the preview, look through all of the table of contents because some things are part of the free preview and others aren't. So check that out. And here's some frequently asked questions. Okay. The other thing that we're here to talk to you about today, both Ginger and I, is our brand new Angelic Connections Community. This is a collaboration between Ginger and I. Ginger has another organization that she works with, and she will tell you a little bit about that. And we are, it is our goal, our future goal, to bridge some of the things that are going on between these two wonderful organizations, the International Association of Angel Practitioners and the Way Showers community. So we want to kind of bring the things that these two wonderful organizations are doing together. And we're doing that now through Angelic Connections Community. And you can see here, as a member of the community, the things that you will get from being part of it. You can enhance your spiritual development, engage in enriching discussions with like-minded individuals. We want to have private, not like a YouTube thing. We're going to have a membership where we're going to have special events and special discussions on a regular basis live for our members, exclusively for our members. So you'll be able to participate in those live events. You'll have access to exclusive resources, different things that you can get, maybe books that you can download for free, maybe, maybe a free deck of some sort, different goodies like that. And most of all, we want to create a community where we can share friendship, we can share our insights, our inspirations, our goals, and kind of have a mastermind community of spiritual enthusiasts, spiritual entrepreneurs, anyone that wants to be a part of it. We want people of all levels to come together here and form lasting bonds. And of course, another thing as a part of this community is support for any of the courses that we offer through our school, through our Angel Practitioner Academy. So right now, if you were to sign up for the Certified Angel Practitioner course, you would get 1 year free membership in the community. Okay. How can you get to the community if you're not in the course? Well, you can purchase a membership. And right now we're offering exclusively for viewers today, free 3-month membership to our community. So how do you do that? Let's just click on this, Angelic Connections Community. And, it gives you more information about it here and all this. And you can just click buy now for $144, have a coupon. And the coupon code for this, here we go, is Angelic View for the Angelic View show. You click apply. Oops, sorry, I must have spelled it wrong. Angelic View. There it is. That was a typo. So all one word, Angelic View, click apply, and it takes off the fee. That would be $144 for 1 year. So it is now 3 months free, $0 to become a part of the community. This is a brand new community. We will be building up more with it as time goes on. So I really encourage you to get in now, get in on the ground floor so you can be a part of the discussions and the things that we want to add to the community. So you can put your 2 cents in of what you would like to see offered. So I encourage you to be a part of that. I'm going to stop sharing my screen now and get back to my wonderful co-host here. I thank you for bearing with me with that. I had a lot of information to give out. It was my intention originally to talk about it throughout the show, but I want to get it out of the way. And this way we can get talking to people in the chat and finding out what they want to know today. So Ginger, I want to turn the mic over to you for a while. Anything you'd like to share before we continue?
Sure. The Angelic Connections Community, I really see it as an opportunity for dialogue and discussion. I'm very interested in hearing what other people have as best practices, ideas about, one of my favorite things about receiving readings, honestly, is how people start and end their readings. That's a style thing, but I'm always picking up new things that I like. And I'm like, oh, I really like the way that person handles that part of it. So, we can be discussing that. So kind of more business type things, as well as one of my personal practices is I look at Tuesdays as a day of intentionally tuning in at the community level. So I will set my intention for the day on Tuesdays to look for, feel where energy might be off a little bit, send some extra love and backing to people. And that's just something that I personally do. And I'm interested in what other people do. So when Maria and I were talking about the Connections community, I was like, yeah, that's something that I'm very, very interested in. The organization that Maria was speaking about is Wayshores Community Fellowship. And Wayshores Community Fellowship has a mission of growing spiritual unity through respect and celebration of diversity of religious traditions. So I'm always interested to see how people are celebrating through the holidays, what they find to be meaningful, as we head into Thanksgiving, any meaningful practices for gratitude in any practice. I'm interested in what you have to say, what you have to share. So the angelic community is that you wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning and you're thinking, oh, I wonder about such and such. Well, you can post it and we'll get an email, and we might not answer you at 3:15, but you should be able to get an answer from someone in the community very quickly. And so it is for that interactive opportunity similar to a message board. So it's going to be exciting.
It is, and I'm really looking forward to getting some of our private live events going with the community, where it will not be broadcasted, over the internet like this. It'll just be whoever is has joined and is in the membership and wants to be a part of the discussion, because those things we won't record or broadcast. That'll be where people can feel comfortable to share and discuss things freely without, worrying about, okay, how many people, over the internet are going to see this or hear this. This will be just us, whoever, is a part of it at the time. And yes, we will continue to do YouTube shows like this, the Angelic View, because I feel strongly guided that it's part of my mission on this earth to get the word out about connecting with angels, because I wouldn't be here today discussing this with Ginger and Dax. I feel like, the people that come into our lives, if we're following our inspiration from God and the angels, the right people are going to come across our path at the right time. And it's something that I've talked about on many of my shows. I mean, I've been doing internet radio with Dax from way back, since, I think as far back as 2012, and it was a number of different programs that we were a part of. And one of the longest running was Angelic Realms Radio. And I feel like, this didn't just happen by itself. I mean, I didn't know Dax. I met him through when he started the Tarot Guild on his online virtual version of it, because he was in another state, across the country. I wouldn't have come across him otherwise. And it's just amazing the people that cross our paths. And even in everyday life. I in my own neighborhood, Dax and I we founded the International Association of Angel Practitioners with another woman that I had met that lived near where I did at the time in Long Island. Her name is Janice Fuchs, and she was one of the co-founders also of the International Association of Angel Practitioners. I don't know if she's listening or watching the show today, but she is. Hey, Janice. Okay, the three of us together, three people from very different walks of life, with different types of jobs and things, but we had one thing in common that connected us, and that was our interest in angels, and that connected us. And what connected me also with Dax was tarot. And I always, I talk about this with Dax a lot of times, how angels have a funny way of getting you to do what you're supposed to do and what God, has plans for you. And, I had an interest in tarot from, a very young age. It was, people in my family used it. And that's another whole story in itself. But I always had, I always believed in angels since I was a child too, because I was brought up with that as well. But there was a long period in my life where I wasn't connecting with my angels, and it kind of, they say you go through different stages in your life, and you get to that busy time where you're in college, and then maybe you're starting a family, and maybe you're starting a career, and you have all these other things, and certain things kind of get put on the back burner. And I kind of got away from the things that would be, angelic connections and the stories and things like that. And I got into working professionally with tarot at a certain time in my life. And that actually is what brought me full circle back to connecting with the angels, was working with the tarot. So that's another whole thing. And I've actually talked about this on a podcast that I was doing a while back. I had told the whole story. I probably spoke about it on different interviews that I did, but it's amazing how the angels will get us to do what God wants us to do. And you can't talk about angels without talking about God. And I like what Ginger brought up about way showers, how it's connecting with different people from different faiths, because it's not this is not about a specific religion. Angels transcend religion. Angels are extensions of God's pure love and light, and whatever you want to call God. Do you want to call God source? Do you want to call him the creator? Do you want to call God universe? However, however you connect, you call God Yahweh. It doesn't, the religion doesn't matter. What matters is that there is a higher power, there is a God, whatever you want to call that. And angels are an extension of that pure love and light. And that's how it makes it easier for us as humans to connect with God. Yes, we can go to God directly, but we don't have to. Um, we don't have to raise our vibrations that high. We can connect with archangels and our guardian angels. God created them to be able to more easily communicate with us because it's hard to get your vibrations that high where you can communicate directly with God. Yes, God will hear your prayers, God will answer them, but it'll be easier to follow what God wants for you if you connect with angels because they'll have ways of getting your attention in your everyday life.
Yeah,
They
speaking
can,
of
yes, go ahead, Ginger.
yeah, speaking of that vibration, one of the things that I found really interesting because I took the mediumship course with Janice, and
Mm,
I found it really interesting. It wasn't something that I had spent a lot of time with, is tuning into the various vibrational levels. And when I was first doing readings with people in that mediumship course, people would tune into people that have a strong affinity for me, but that happen to still be alive. And, as a part of mediumship, you're
mm,
trying to get to that, um, you know, people that are no longer walking around in a body, but still have that personality energy that's associated with a particular lifetime.
mm.
And I've become pretty adept at understanding which vibrational level I'm tuning into. And I can tune into that, uh, you know, earth plane energy of my children, kind of just check in on them, see how they're doing. Just a little, I like to do what I call psychic snooping. I'm not doing remote viewing or anything like that. But then, to be able to also tune into that, higher vibration, but not quite all the way up to the angel or the archangel level. And so I would like, it's kind of to, you've got AM, FM, XM, and that when you raise your level of awareness of which frequencies you're tapping into, I found that really exciting. So it's something that I work with intention to make sure that I'm tuning into the correct level of vibration for the type of
Right.
information I'm looking for. All of those all of those levels of information and vibration can be of value, but you definitely want to know which level you're tuning into so that you don't misinterpret a message as being from one source instead of another.
Absolutely. Being able to discern who you're communicating with on the other side, whether it's an angel, whether it's a spirit guide, whether it's a departed loved one. That's very important. And learning how to work with energies, positive versus negative energy, that's a very important foundation. And speaking of foundations, that's the title of my book, Angel Practitioner Handbook, a Foundation Guide. Actually, I have a copy of it right here. Okay. If you don't have time to, or the funds to sign up for the course, you can pick up a copy of the book. And a lot of the information that I cover in the course, you can pick up in the book. So that's Angel Practitioner Handbook, a Foundation Guide. And I believe Dax even has a link. This is available on Amazon or anywhere you purchase books online. You could just go to Google and type in Angel Practitioner Handbook and it'll come up and you can purchase it from wherever you like. Dax even, I believe he has a link. I think it's psychic.cafe/angels. And if you pick up this book, and it's available on Kindle also. When it comes to a reference book, I like to have the physical book. Ah, there he is. Hey, Dax.
So I
He's
can
showing
download
us.
a slash angel book.
There you
Yes.
go. So
Yes.
he has that handy link. And Dax even has a copy of the book because I sent that to him.
Oh,
And he can tell you
yeah.
it's very, it's an easy read, right
If
to
you're
the
if you're near Emporia, Virginia, you can stop by my store. Got a couple
that's
copies left, I believe.
See it in physical person. Stop by the store.
Yeah.
yes. What other kind of books do you have in the store, Ginger?
Oh, I have just about all of Anthony Williams' books. The
Mhm.
Medical Medium. I carry his
Ah,
books.
yes.
I've got a lot of I have just books pretty much on all kinds of topics. Some of the things that I have, if you're looking for fun Christmas ideas, I have adult coloring books that are
Love that.
tarot. So it's all the tarot cards or images, as well as mandalas and stuff like that. So a lot of that's one of my favorite things is I find that if I can be physically active, a lot of times it helps me reach those
Yes.
connections in a more pure way than to try to just close my eyes and meditate. That if I can just kind of be in between this world and the next, it can bring a opening and create more flow. So I highly recommend,
Absolutely.
doodling, or if you can get adult coloring books, those are fun too. And, depending on the level that you want to go, and one of the things that I do, I actually do a particular reading that is an energy reading. And what I've tried to explain to people, how meteorologists explain the energetic flow, oh, you got this high pressure system and this low pressure system and this trough creating. Well, when I tune into people's auric energy, that's what I see. I see how they communicate on the earth plane. I see what their affinity is towards, whether, some people have more natural affinity with the earth or with plants. Sometimes it's with people, sometimes it's with the angels. And I see, this energy body, and I'll actually draw that. And so it's not quite automatic writing, but that's where I was going with it before. You can get to the point where you can actually start tuning in and experiencing some automatic writing, which is kind of an interesting exercise to try.
I love that. I think that that's one of the things that we should do one of our that with our community
Oh, that'd
as
be great. Yeah.
an activity. Yeah, because I'd like to, what I, envision for our community is, being more of you and I being more facilitators and getting, others to actually interact and practice different techniques and things and just sharing ideas, having discussion questions, getting their opinion and their knowledge or their opinion or whatever it may be on different things. And automatic writing, I think, is an excellent tool. I've done it myself. I love it. I think it's great. And I love the whole concept that you have with the adult coloring books, with the mandalas and stuff like that. I love that. That is a great way to meditate. It's a great way to clear the ego, to let the ego step aside and to get into that receptive state. It's a wonderful tool. And I think that that would really benefit a lot of people in connecting with their angels. Getting into that state, that alpha state. It really is
Yes.
effective. So
Mhm.
that's one of the things we can definitely we can do and with our smaller groups as we work together in the community.
So, Maria, you wanted me to
Yes,
let you know when it was halfway past the hour. Actually, it's
yes,
39 minutes past the hour now. Also, we have
perfect,
questions in the chat, and I have them ready for you when you're ready.
We're
awesome.
ready.
So in a moment. Let's just remind people to go to mariagmaas.com, to my website. And I'm going to go there one more time. I'll share the screen. Let me get here, because let's see, I want to go to mariagmaas.com. And on here, like I said, sign up for my newsletter. You'll get a free download of Journal of Prompts for Angelic Communication. So sign up with the newsletter. You can find out more about the Angel Practitioner Academy, about the Angelic Connections Community, the Certified Angel Practitioner course. Oh, I'm going to have I have the Angelic View show here. I'm going to be having the recordings of the show available here as well, an archive of them. And I have archives of previous shows here too. The Angelic View Oracle cards, which you'll see now in my readings. That's my deck that I created. You can book a reading, a private reading with me if you like, through my website here. You could read my blog. You could read and submit reviews. And last but not least, the International Association of Angel Practitioners. If you'd like to find out more about that, click that link, visit that site, okay? And you can also promote yourself here. Here's our membership benefits. If you are a practitioner and you work with angels in any type of manner, you can get a page here on our website, and you can find out more about it here. Okay, and here's a list of our angel practitioners. We have a directory page. That's me, the founder. That's me a little bit younger before I wore eyeglasses. There's our beautiful co-host today, Ginger. And if you want to read more about Ginger, just go to her page, angelpractitioners.com/Ginger. There she is, and you could learn more about her store, Faith Crystals. There's previous interviews we did, and you can contact her here. There's a contact page. I wanted to mention that. And if you go back to the directory, you'll see here, these are our other featured members. They are our gold members. So you could learn more about these individuals and what they have to offer. And if you keep going, you will see a whole list of all of our all those who took the Certified Angel Practitioner course and became certified, or our Certified Tarot and Angel Card Reader course. This is a whole long list of our certified members. We have hundreds of members. And then we have, these are our silver members, and these are people that are part of the organization but are not certified. And it goes on and on and on. So if you'd like to be a part of this organization, just go to angelpractitioners.com, and you can get that right through my website, mariagmaas.com. That's probably the easiest thing to remember. Hopefully you'll remember my name, Maria G Maas. And whatever links we give out, you can also find that all here. I always make sure I have a button right on the home page. So I just wanted to bring that up again before we go to the chat room now for readings, which Dax is going to share that with us. Okay, let's get going.
Yeah, so Deborah has a question in the chat. What does the upcoming week have in store for me? And by the way, that's Deborah Zachow from Growing Your Light. Check out her channel. She's actually moving her show over to our network in the near future. And I was just a guest on her show. She's been on our shows because she's the author of just recently her book came out, and then her deck Clarity Tarot came out 2 years ago.
Wow, cards are just flying out here for me.
Cool.
I'm one of those readers that if a card flies out, you have to go with it. That's just me. I know other people like that too. I'm one of those. Do you want to go first? I've done a lot of talking. I don't mind waiting, but I have cards ready. So you just let me know what you want to do, Ginger.
I'll let you go ahead and say what your cards are showing you, and then I'll tell you what I'm picking up.
Okay.
Probably
So
they fit together, I believe.
Okay. So for Deborah, well, welcome, Deborah. And welcome to the Tarot Guild, and welcome, I heard through the grapevine you may have a show eventually on the Psychic Cafe Network, possibly. So that's a good thing. And you're part of our the Psychic Cafe site, and I know you have a page there too. So what I got for you, Deborah, okay, I pulled two cards. Well, actually, I didn't pull them. Like I said, they flew out. And the first card that flew out was Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so that tells me that you have a lot going on. I would say you're very good with business, and I feel like I like to call this card the Lady of Leisure. Okay, because this means that you've been working very hard. And if you've been thinking of taking a little break, it's, go ahead and do it. It's not going to slow you down. You won't lose momentum. It'll actually refresh you. So think about taking, a little break. And rejuvenating yourself, because it's time. You deserve it. You deserve that. So if this week coming up, you feel like you need that little break and you want to just sit down and relax one day and put your feet up, or if you, I don't know where you live and what kind of climate you're in. If you happen to be in a warm place, maybe you want to, take a dip in your swimming pool. If you're in a cooler climate, maybe you want to go out for a walk and enjoy, the cool, brisk air. Maybe you just want to take maybe a day trip somewhere, just take some time for yourself and don't feel guilty about it. Okay. And then I pulled a card for you from my deck, from the Angelic View Oracle cards, and it's a card of potential. Okay, you're seeing it reversed right now. I could change this. Let me fix this.
No, it's showing correctly.
No,
It
it's
is
all
showing
right.
correctly.
Okay, I was gonna say I could flip it back to where it's not mirrored. I'll do that because we're going to be doing readings now. I just don't always like it on that.
It's correct. It is showing
Is it?
correctly.
Oh, you're seeing it correctly? Okay, because I'm seeing it reversed. Okay, so maybe okay. Good. Thanks for letting me know that. Okay, so it's the card of potential. And it says the past cannot be changed, but the future is full of possibilities. So anything that you may have been thinking about from the past that you may be saying, oh, maybe I should have done this way or that way. Everything is if you learn from the past, whether it's a mistake or not, keep going forward, because as long as you learn from your mistakes and you use it to improve, then it was not time wasted. So don't worry about that. And it's learning and it's growth, and you keep moving on. And the future has a lot of potential. So whatever you do decide to work on this week and put your energy into, it's going to be positive because there's a lot of potential ahead.
All right. Well, as soon as Dax read the question or the request, I got a really big hit on Thursday. So something is going to come to fruition on Thursday. I think that there's a precursor to that same thing on Tuesday. It's like it starts on Tuesday. I don't really feel any energy towards it on Wednesday, but I feel really strong energy towards that, whatever it is. I don't know. It feels like it's business related. That there's going to be some decisions made, or something's going to come through for you on Thursday. So as soon as you said this week, that's what came in loud and strong.
Awesome. All right.
Sure.
Well, we hope that helps you, Deborah. Okay, Dax, we are ready when you are.
Yeah, I heard from Deborah in the chat. Thank you, Ginger. She just said, thank you, Dax. Thank you, Maria. And I actually know a little bit of what's going on with Deb, because basically I've been consulting for her on Zoom and shows and YouTube and things like that. And Maria, I was saying in the chat how you were spot on as soon as you started talking, and
Really? Okay.
and talking about her and her business and needing to take a break maybe and all that kind of. It was just like dead on exactly what's going on with Deborah right now. She's, you know, basically had an issue with one of her platforms. Now she's, you know, moving over here to Psychic Cafe, and she's reworking everything, you know, and kind of taking a step back. So that was just
Wow. Okay.
dead on. So Drops of Jupiter is in the chat. By the way, hello to Bonnie Chevet. We miss Bonnie, and she's there.
Hi, Bonnie.
Bonnie. Yes,
Love
Charlotte.
Bonnie.
What?
Bonnie's been a guest on my show from
Right.
a few years back. She was a wonderful
Oh
guest back
yeah.
on one of the I think it was the first year I launched the Angelic View.
My God, I remember
Yeah.
interviewing Bonnie back in like 2010 or something like that.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Okay.
on
Wow.
um on God,
Tarot today
Tarot
or
Today, I think it was. I think it was
Mhm.
Tarot Today, and I remember doing a whole thing on birth cards with her as well. Irene,
Bonnie has a book on that. Tarot Birth Cards
yeah,
and You. Hey, folks, go,
exactly,
head over
exactly.
to Amazon and check that out. Bonnie Chevet, Tarot Birth Cards and You.
So other new people popping in, CJ, see, I mentioned Drops of Jupiter, Irene, one of our lifetime members. Is it possible to get the coupon code again? Yes, it's thanks 25
Yes,
and
there were two coupon
25% off.
codes.
And
And
the other
then
one's
the other
Angelic
one,
View.
yeah, and
One
the other
Thanks
one's Angelic
25
View.
is the 25% off of the Certified Angel Practitioner course. So
Mhm.
that's thanks 25, thanks to
Yep.
5. And to get the free 3 months in the Angelic Connections community, that coupon code is Angelic View with no spaces, Angelic View. And by the way,
Angelic
anything
View.
that you purchase from those pages, you can also purchase as a gift when you fill out the form where you put your billing information and so forth. There's another thing in the bottom that you can check off if something is a course is a gift. So just want to
Absolutely.
mention that.
Let me get back to my notes here. Oh, so as I was saying, Drops of Jupiter. Um, I just wanted to mention everybody coming in here. Plus Charlotte. Charlotte is here, one of our hosts and a
Hi,
moderator.
Charlotte.
By the way, you know
Charlotte.
our hosts and moderators in the chat because their name will be highlighted in blue with a wrench. And you know that they're one of our hosts and or moderators in the chat. If you need to ask any questions, Drops of Jupiter. Drops asks, what angel do I need? Wait, what angel do I call on to help me through this most challenging journey to heal?
To heal, is that what you said? The challenging journey to heal? Oh,
Yes.
well, okay, well, I would say right away, Archangel Raphael. Archangel Raphael is the greatest healing angel that we know. The name Raphael, Raphael, actually translates to God heals or healing of God. So when you call upon Archangel Raphael and by name, you're actually invoking healing of God. You're calling that into you. So you can call upon Archangel Raphael. You can ask for healing for whatever type of healing you need. It could be physical, it could be mental, emotional, it could be healing of a relationship. There's many whatever can use healing. Okay, and you call it in, and a lot of people that do this, they like to envision the green light enveloping them, bathing them, because that color is associated with the heart chakra. And you could also envision pink, if it's about self-love, self-care, because both pink and green are associated with the heart chakra. And you're drawing into that healing energy into you when you envision that emerald green light around you. Okay, so Archangel Raphael, any other suggestions, Ginger, for that?
That was everything you said was exactly what I was going to say.
Mhm.
So ditto,
Yes,
ditto,
that,
ditto.
okay, there you go. We hope
There you
that helps.
go. we got an interesting one from CJ. I met an archangel in a dream. What do they want me to know?
Wow.
I would need
Go
more
ahead.
details on the interaction in the dream, unless it was just an impression.
Right. And how did they know that it was an archangel? Was it told to them that this is an archangel? Did they, a
I'm
little bit more
also
info?
I'm picking up just like a classic biblical description of an angel from the dream, just more light than actual features, just more of a general impression. And typically, when I experience that, the message is just a general, the angels are with you.
So basically, we're already getting feedback in chat, not to interrupt, but I want to give you this
Go right
information.
ahead.
You can continue. So CJ is saying basically he lifted me up. Yes, he said he was an archangel. No, I saw him. And I'll wait. You guys go ahead. I'll see if any more
Okay.
information comes in.
Okay. What I'm getting is it's very common for angels to speak with us during our dream state because that's when we're more open and more receptive. Okay. What I pulled a card and what I got very interestingly from my deck, the Angelic View Oracle cards, is the card of meditation. Okay. So if you I would teach, I would say pick up my book, read up on the chapters that explain how to discern if it's angelic guidance that you're receiving, and different ways that you can say, okay, was this an angel? What kind of angel was it? Okay, a lot of times our guardian angel speaks to us during our dreams. Okay, so it could have, it could have been that too. Okay, but meditation, if you start practicing meditation, you'll be able to also get messages from your angels that way, because now that's helping you quiet the ego, quiet the thinking mind, and being more open and more receptive. And the message on this card says, quiet your mind so that you may be open to receiving angelic guidance. So these cards, the Angelic View Oracle cards, are very straightforward. Okay, so that's the card I picked for you, CJ. And I'm glad that you're paying attention to your dreams. It's important to do that. You take notes, so you don't want to forget it. If a dream makes an impression on you and you don't quickly forget it after you wake up, that then it's very likely that it's a message for you, and it's something that you're meant to remember and pay attention to. So with that being said, I hope you find what Ginger said and what I had to say helpful. I love that question. It was a great question.
Bear with me because, of course,
Take your time.
I am typing in the chat at the same time that I am
I don't know how you do it.
listening to you guys and trying to do everything at
That's
once.
why I have you doing it, because that's easy
Yeah.
next to me.
Yeah, just really connecting with Bonnie Chevet again, because it's been so many years. And what I was saying to Bonnie was, Bonnie, can you believe that we're celebrating 20 years of the Tarot Guild? Literally,
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. We must be getting old, Dax.
we are getting
Never.
No, not old. We're becoming more
Better.
mature.
October 31st.
Getting better.
Halloween,
I feel
October
better.
31st, 2004 to Halloween, October 31st, 2024. We just celebrated 20 years, folks.
Wow.
Outstanding.
And of course, we have a 20th anniversary sale. We brought back lifetime membership for one payment of $78. Can you guess where I got that number from? But yeah, currently
Gee.
membership in the guild is $7.80 per month, or annually $78 each year. But we have lifetime now for for one payment of 78. It is just killer. Not only am I doing all that, and we have our, live mentoring twice a month and so forth, we're throwing in my course and we're throwing in professional certification all for free in this package here. So go check that out. Oh, I did want to mention my next show is tomorrow, and Charlotte will be my host, hopefully. It's in the chat right now, folks, in there. Anyway, we do have a question from Michelle, one of our hosts, Michelle Matheny. Can I have a message from my angels? And
Absolutely.
while you're working on that, real quickly, I wanted to just do a shout out to everybody out there in the chat. If anybody wants a message from their angels or anything, we're coming to the end of the show. So, if you have a last minute, can I have a message or something, or have a question, get it in there quick.
Michelle, I pulled a card for you from my deck, the Angelic View Oracle cards. I got the card of no regrets. Okay. It says mistakes are opportunities to learn and grow. Okay. And it's funny, we get like this always seems to happen no matter what shows we've done. We've had certain themes. And I remember talking to somebody earlier in the show today about, if you make a mistake, it's, as long as you learn something from it, don't feel bad about it. You're growing, you're developing, things are getting better. So, look at that as a learning experience and acknowledge it and keep going. So this telling the angels is saying, listen, if you're learning and growing from a mistake, then it's not a mistake. It was something that it was a stepping stone. It was a learning opportunity, and you needed to cross that to get to the next level. Ginger, you have something from Michelle?
Yeah, Michelle actually had two images come to mind very quickly. One was a kangaroo. And so I was like, okay, exactly what is it about a kangaroo that I'm supposed to be communicating to Michelle? And the message is that you have all of your tools in your pouch. So the second image was like this huge, almost like a Mary Poppins bag that, things just keep coming out of there. It's bottomless, so you have infinite resources is the way I'm going to interpret these. Infinite resources at your disposal that you have with you all the time. So there is nothing that you need that you don't already have. And that's the message from your angel.
Awesome. And I just want to add one more thing, because it was something that came into my mind before I pulled the card, and it's coming back to me. So I'm going to say it, Michelle. And I feel like you've been reminiscing about the past recently, and your angels are urging you to just accept and move on. Don't let things from the past weigh you down. Okay. That's what I'm getting. It's like, so I feel like there's been some reminiscing about things, and some things may be good, but other things may be like things that bring up feelings that are heavier feelings, so to speak. So they want you to let these things go. And that's another message that came through.
Awesome. I got a couple more quick questions and then we can end the show. It's like,
Yes.
if we could squeeze them in, we got one from Ladybug,
Yes.
one from Charlotte.
Very quickly though, before we do that, I don't want to forget to mention that next Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, I'm going to be a guest on a show called A Spiritual Show with Oriel Grace. Her name is Oriel Grace, Auriel. So she has invited me to be her guest, and that is going to be on Sunday, November 24th at 8 p.m. Eastern. And it's also, you can get that show through Facebook. And it's also going to be on Facebook Live and YouTube, I believe, both. So you can go to orielgrace.net, I believe is her website, and find out more. And I'm sure she'll give me a link at some point, and I'll be sharing that too. Okay. So that's called The Spiritual Show, Sunday, November 24th, live at 8 p.m. Eastern. And Ginger and I will be returning to the Angelic View We'll be on first and third Sundays of the month, and our next show is on Sunday, December 1st, live at 2 p.m. Eastern. And Ginger and I will be sharing some of our personal stories of angelic support and guidance and healing in our lives. And again, we'll be offering free mini readings like we are today. Okay, Dax, let's have it.
I can see the delay in the chat because Michelle is just giving feedback now. Thank you so much. That was so helpful. Wow, Maria, spot on. And then she says, thank you, Ginger. Very helpful.
Awesome. Thank you, Michelle.
So Ladybug has an interesting question. Will my youngest child get the oldest hired so they can work together anytime soon? That's a little bit of a different question, but it's interesting.
I want to know first, does she have 3 children? Because I'm picking up 3 children.
Oh, okay. So let's see. That's Ladybug. Ladybug, can you pop in? And again, with the delay, we may or may not get oh wow, that was fast. She said no, it's 2 children.
No? 2 children. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Do one of these 2 children have a child themselves?
And let's see what she says here.
Because I'm picking up something about 3, a third person.
Yeah.
Did you hear that, Ladybug? Oh, there's no grandchildren. No, it's just
no grandchildren. Okay, I'm picking up something 3. There's some kind of third person involved in the situation. So she asked if one child was going to get the other child hired and get them the job. I'm feeling neutral on this. I'm not sure if I'm feeling, I feel a little more positive than not. I'm feeling neutral on it, but there's a third party somehow that's somehow involved in this. And if it's not related to them, then maybe a friend or somebody else or another coworker, that somehow that there's a third party involved. I'm getting a big 3 on that for a third person. And I'm going to pull a card from my Angelic View Oracle cards. Let's see what kind of vibe that gives me.
Let me just give you guys this information in the chat. Bonnie says, could Ladybug herself be the third person?
I was picking up on that as a possibility. I'm definitely also getting a third energy that's actually in between her 2 children. Also, what I'm getting a yes, ultimately that's going to happen, but the question of soon, there's some resistance on soon. So I think that there's an expectation that's putting a little bit of force in there that's creating a little bit of resistance. So I would say, open things up, and maybe it could be that somebody else is going to get the particular position that they're thinking about at the moment, and then it's going to take a little bit more time, but I do ultimately see them working together.
All right. I hope that helps. I pulled the card from the Angelic View Oracle cards, and I got the card of the Guardian Angel. So, tell them, both children, to connect with their guardian angels, ask their guardian angel for support and guidance, and to lead them, in the best direction for whatever it is that that they're working towards. If they really want this job to come forth, if they want something else, whatever's, ask them to send them the right job at the right time. That would be the best way to do it, because you're leaving it open so that, because maybe there's something better than this. You don't want to lock yourself in and be asking and, praying and hoping on something that maybe really isn't the best. Maybe there's something better. So, ask them to consult their guardian angel on that.
Right. And that's always good advice, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So Irene wants a message from her angels, but prior to that, Charlotte had asked, Maria and Ginger, today seems to be a teary day. Do my angels have a message for me?
A tearing, like crying day?
Yeah, teary.
Teary day, a teary day. Okay, the angels have a message. Okay, let's see. Go ahead, Ginger, while I pull a card.
Yeah, I'm just picking up that it's a high chakra day. So, there's a it's an easier connection to that emotional side. And so it's just it's emotional as opposed to necessarily negative, just high emotions.
And Dax,
Did you
who
get
was this for? Who was this for again?
Let's see. That was Charlotte.
Charlotte, for Charlotte. Okay. So you got Ginger's response. I pulled the card of divine timing from the Angelic View Oracle cards. And divine timing is also about going with the flow. And that's one of the messages that's written directly on the cards. It shows you all the little turtles and they're just kind of following their way to the water. Go with the flow. Don't rush. Don't quit. Keep moving forward. Divine timing is always right. So maybe today is the time to feel the emotion, feel the teariness, and feel it, and then let it go. And just know that there's a time and a place for everything. And as far as what needs to be healed, that is going to happen at the right time. Just keep asking, call upon Archangel Raphael, like I said earlier, for healing, anything that needs healing. And sometimes we need to cry. We just need to, have a good cry and let things out. So there's a right time for everything, divine timing.
Yep. And like I said, Irene wanted a quick message. Astrology Vibrations would like a quick message if you can squeeze it in too. And then we're at the end of the show because we are
Okay, let's do
over.
who was the first person you said?
So the first message
Irene?
request was Irene.
And just an angel message?
Right.
Just an angel message. I'm getting this feeling, let go and let God. That's what's coming to me. They're saying let go, let God. So if there's a situation that's going on right now, the angels are saying, release this to us. Let go, let God. Let us take care of the situation for you. Give us the okay to do that because you have God-given free will. And when things are going on, and sometimes if it's something upsetting, we want to let go and let God be our vindicator. That's what's coming to me. I'm not even gonna pull a card. That's what I'm getting. Ginger, what are you getting?
well, what I picked up on, just really, I could see it in my eyes as well as hear it. I got a purple 22. So what that's telling me is that, there's a resilience, there's a potential partnership. There's a lot of energy coming in. I know that this week, I think that one day this week is the 22nd. So I'm not sure whether it's about a particular day or just that 22 energy. But I'm getting a very strong hit with 22.
That's a master number also.
Yeah. Yep. And the other message was for astrology vibrations in the chat.
Okay, astrology vibrations. What's the question?
Just a message.
A request for an angel message. Yeah.
Okay. Astrology vibrations, angel message. What am I getting for astrology vibrations, angel message? Relationship harmony. That's what I pulled. Relationship harmony. It says, call upon Archangel Gabriel to enhance communication in your relationships and ask Archangel Raphael to help heal any issues that may be hurting them. Okay. Relationship harmony. Go ahead, Ginger.
So, well, what I got was a real strong, I am not an astrologer. That's not my thing. But occasionally I will get hits that are in astrology. And what I got was a really big hit on the influence of Pluto. And so I did a little bit of research to figure out what that could be about. And it turns out that Pluto is moving into Aquarius this week, and that's supposed to be a major influence for the time to come. So while that will be universally true, it also happens to be specifically impacting with this particular situation.
Okay. We hope that helps.
Alrighty. Hope that helps. And I had missed Noor's question, so I went ahead and just pulled cards and answered in the chat. So we're
Thank you,
done.
Dex. All right. Well, this was really a lot of fun today. And thank you so much for being my new co-host, Ginger. It really brings a whole new energy and vibe to the show. And thank you, Dex, for being here, always supporting us and being our moderator. I love the energy of that three energy, three people working together. So I hope all of you watching enjoyed the show today and learned something from it. And I hope that you will continue watching the Angelic View. And we wish you all angel blessings.
Thank you.